Hi Capricorn, welcome to your weekly check-in for the 10th to the 16th of December. The messages are for Capricorn, Sun, Moon and Rising. Thank you very much to everyone who likes, shares, comments on the video, subscribes to the channel, just watches the videos. It's all greatly appreciated. If you'd like to book a personal reading, please see the info in the description box on how to do that. These are the oracle decks I'm going to be using for today's reading. So I really feel like this Power of Surrender deck is a very odd choice to go with shapeshifters, but it's what I was very much drawn to, so I'm just honoring what I was drawn to. We're going to start with a message from the shapeshifters though, first of all, and that will be kind of like your main theme for the weekly check-in. So for Capricorn, Sun, Moon and Rising, what is your main theme, main message? Let's see what comes out for you. Capricorn, Sun, Moon and Rising for the 10th to the 16th. You've got two messages. I'm probably not going to read both, but we'll see what comes out. So first of all, you have Dragonling Garden, a new world is born. And you have Frog Princess, if you can see that. Heed wise counsel, listen. So I'm going to go back on my word and I'm probably going to read both of them. I'm not reading the entire message. It's going to be. So the messages in this book are in like 3 parts. So I'll probably read 2 out of the 3 parts. So let's look at that Dragonling Garden first of all. If I can actually find it in the book. So it says, Dragonling Garden speaks, in a new world we will live together. The Fae, as I am, the animals who gather about the newborn one in the magical grove, and you, a child of the new earth. This grove is a womb, nature's sacred temple of the great goddess and god. And in this place we are caring for the newborn magical ones and witnessing the return of the dragons. All that we feared lost from the world is returning. All that we thought impossible to hope for has come back to us. The whole world is singing, is in love, because the rebirth of magic is taking place. We cannot live without magic. The dragons, the trees, the animals, the fae, and the humans must, somehow, learn to live together. Now that the dragons have entrusted their babes to us, we know the world can be rebirthed too. You have come through this time of hardship, and you, like the entire planet and all of her creatures, are reborn. Rejoice in this great blessing. They have come back to you. Sing your joy to this world. You feel the happiness of Gaia's heart, hear the bells ringing out at every birth, and know once again that you live in the times of legend. And the divination message says, you have claimed your place in the world, reborn and tender, yet strong and honourable. As you represent the possibilities of humanity and have learned the shapeshifter's lessons, you have understood that while you are reborn, so too is the very world. You now must shift the focus from the self alone into the we, the us, the bond between all. You will not lose yourself again as you once thought you would. Know now that the world's future has changed. The time you have been waiting for is now, and you must choose something bigger than the one self. You must choose something transcendent to walk with. You must shift the focus from the old self, for that self has fallen away and died, and here you are anew. If you shift the focus from the old self and the 1,000 petty worries and complaints that you can conjure, you will be of service. You will do kind things, you will be cared for. There is no further need to worry, only to live well and in kindness, serving something greater. When you have chosen to do this, something truly miraculous will take place. The people and the beings of the old world will fade away, and in your new world will be happiness, bliss, and an enthralling contentment. Now we are free. So you may have very well been through quite a big transformation. You may have changed within yourself for a start. You may have, there may have been changes in terms of the people, that you're around as well. Let's look at that Frog Princess message too. But yeah, the message here, like say if you've been in hermit mode, I guess it's kind of telling you that you've successfully completed that journey and it's time to put yourself back out there somehow and reconnect for like a common cause or something. Right, so Frog Princess. So the Frog Princess speaks. It says, no matter how well informed or educated I am, I know it always serves me to heed wise counsel. Therefore, I have sent you my own wise advisor, this handsome green frog. People may wonder why you have such a different energy around you when the wise counselor frog visits. This is because you are receiving profound guidance and no longer accept at face value what others tell you is best to do. With his presence, you will be able to see the possible ramifications of the suggestions and advice being given to you by people who are keeping their true motivation secret. Most people have an agenda, and many times they are not open about what they desire. Instead, they will tell you why what they want you to do is good for you. It is good for them too, and the Counsellor Frog will, like Merlin to Arthur, tell you what is really going on and offer you truly healthy advice that has your best interest at heart. Look out for the colour green, and notice if it rains, they are signs he is with you. And the divination message says, it is not the time to do what your heart, mind, or any other part of yourself tells you to do. I'm just going to say I'm not sure about that bit, to be honest with you, because, you know, I mean, I'm one of the readers that says trust your intuition first. I mean, it's a bit of a funny one. Let's continue. It is time to listen to what an established authority has to tell you. No matter how much people try to persuade you that you know best, and no matter how much you believe that, the frog appearing to you here tells you that there is wise counsel around, and it is worth staying quiet, listening to what is suggested by others, then talking it through with a trusted advisor. It is not the time to think it over yourself, because you are missing very important points and there is something you are not seeing clearly. The more you listen, the more productive, healthy, and true your actions will be. It does not matter what you think you know, there is more to learn. Listen to wise counsel, no matter how important you are. So that's a funny one. I mean, obviously there will be certain situations where, like for example, in legal situations, if you've got a lawyer or something, as long as the lawyer's honourable and not a scam artist, the lawyer's probably going to know best relating to legal issues or medical issues. Although there are some occasions, I've specifically had a medical situation with my child where I suspected the child had chicken pox, took the child to the doctor. Like, there was physical evidence of the chicken pox, took them to the doctor. The doctor said the child didn't have chicken pox. The next day, my child's nursery sent a message to all parents saying there's a chicken pox outbreak in the nursery, so we had chicken pox. But I'm like, how the hell can a doctor? And this doctor was old as well. So it's like, it's not like he's inexperienced. He was old, like he looked like he could have been in his 80s at the very least. And he's saying that it wasn't chicken. That was just, yeah. So yeah, sometimes there are instances where you use your intuition, but as long as the person is an honourable person and it's professional advice type things, and it can be other situations as well. Yeah, I mean, listen in general. I think we should listen to people and what we choose to do with that information after it's our choice. In terms of completely disregarding your heart, mind, and any other part of yourself, I'm not sure about that. Yeah, I'm not certain about that, but definitely listen at the very least. And if you know that the person has more knowledge than you in a situation, then if you feel that they do have your best interests at heart, then yeah, yeah, you can take the advice if you choose to, can't you? So let's move forward and let's get your tarot cards out. So let's get a tarot card again. I'm going to read the cards slightly differently as well, but we'll still get the main, like something connected to the main theme first of all. So a card to go with the main theme, like what is this about? What else do we need to know? So main theme, focal point, whatever it is else we need to know for Capricorn, Sun, Moon and Rising, please. We've got the Star. Let's get, so now here I'm going to read slightly differently. Normally I would do your energy specifically, any external or surrounding energies, and guidance here. I'm going to do past, present and future today. I just wanted to try something different, see how it feels, see if it's, I don't know, just see how it feels, see if it feels more beneficial. So past energies first of all in relation to this. So I'm getting new hope with the Star first of all. And guiding light as well comes to mind. So past energies, Ace of Cups. We've got the present energy, which is the Eight of Pentacles. So this Eight of Pentacles in the present, if there is a person who is considered to be wise counsel in your life, they could be advising you on what it's most beneficial to focus your energy and attention on. And efforts on at this point in time. So one thing that's coming to mind, and maybe it's because it's Capricorn, and Capricorn is very much associated with career and ambition, is if say if it was a financial advisor or a business advisor of some sort, it would be them giving you specific information on what the best ways to to focus on and work on, and how to go about things. That would be one thing. I'm even thinking of because the word is counsel there. You know, like a counselor, if you go to a counselor, I've always said, and I think most people are aware, that when you go to a counselor, it's not for them to fix you, is it? You don't go with your problems and they fix you. You go to them and you open up to them and they give you tools. They listen and they give you tools that can help you to focus your efforts and your attention on things that will help you to heal or to resolve whatever issues you have. And that's also coming to mind here as well. And it's a weird one. I mean, the work here, because the Eight of Pentacles is about work, it can be inner work, can't it, too, depending on what clarifies it. But that again would be that too. Even medical is coming to mind. So, you know, like if you had an accident or a health issue and you needed physiotherapy or some kind of therapy or treatment or whatever, but there are things you can do to help yourself as well, like it might be diet changes, specific exercises or routines that you have. It might be, again, them advising you on what to do specifically, and how to focus your energy and attention, and the routine that you need to have, and specific instructions to follow for your best interest. So let's get your potential future. And I say potential, as always, because we all have free will. Our free will impacts things, others' free will impacts things. Future's not set in stone, so it's a potential. So potential future energy. That physio thing is sticking in my head if anybody's recovering from an accident of some sort. Feel free to let me know in the comments. We've got the sun here now. You've got really nice cards, Capricorn. So that's the future, potential future energies. So let's get the clarifiers out and look. Let's see what else, what clarifies it. So the star, first of all, I said that feels like, well, new hope and guiding light came to mind first of all with that. So the star, you have the King of Cups, project comes to mind as well, in terms of with the Eight of Pentacles, if there's a project you're working on and you need advice on how to carry it out, and you have wise counsel, and it might, and because you've got that New World card, it could be very much something, a new venture of some sort too. Anyway, you've got the Queen of Wands. I mean, this would represent new hope in a way. If you have hope and you have faith, you've got the King of Cups, again, who knows how he feels. The Queen of Wands is the one that would take those feelings and do something with them, express them, show them to the world, shine her light, show who she is. She would be the star, wouldn't she? Whereas the King of Cups is kind of like, that's what's hidden below the surface. That's the feeling that's hidden below the surface. But she brings it to light. The Queen of Wands would bring it to light. Maybe that's what that sun is about bringing things into light. If you're working on something, if you follow it as past, present and future, say you realize what you want, you realize what your heart's desire is, or what you wish for, hope for, dream for. The feeling is there in the past, that's when you have the feeling for it, because the Ace of Cups can be new love. The Eight of Pentacles in the present, that'd be putting the work in, and the sun is bringing it to light, bringing it to its fullest potential. So let's continue. Yes, okay. What first? Hanged Man, okay. Hanged Man, Knight of Swords. Wow, you've got really positive cards. And I mean, the Hanged Man as well, upside down, one of the meanings for that can be, I mean, upright, it's usually where he's on his own, he's trying to figure things out. He's trying to make decisions, he's looking at all the perspectives. In reverse, sometimes we say it's where he comes out of that period of limbo or deep contemplation. And then you've got the Knight of Swords next to it. I mean, this person expresses, don't they? They express their truth, information, knowledge. They're not holding back. So as I said, this could be now where whatever you've had a love for, you've been contemplating, you've had a desire for, been thinking about, it's time to bring it out now and do something with it. And clearly, 9 of Cups, 10 of Cups, I mean, You know that it would be, I feel like here it's where it has the potential, or you already know it can satisfy you in itself, or it already does satisfy you, just you alone. But with that Ten of Cups, it's bringing something. If you bring it out into the light, then you can share it with others, can't you? And the Ten of Cups is shared happiness, and as this card said, it's time. I think it said it was time to I can't remember the exact words, but it was about working with others or being of service to others, or whatever it is that is new that you've created or that you're doing. It's doing it with others, not on your own anymore. So what are you now going to be doing with others? So it can make you happy yourself, but it can help others as well. It can be happiness with others too. So it's about bringing things out into the light, really, isn't it? Shining. I mean, I guess, yep, shining the light, shining whatever it is you've got to give, or that you've been working on. Ace of Cups, past energy. I said that's where it's like the new love, where you're like, oh yeah, I really want to do that. I feel like I'd love to do this. That kind of energy. Right, Five of Pentacles. Let's see. The Magician. I like that together, because when the Five of Pentacles comes out, it's like the being left out in the cold. But with the Magician, it's where you get yourself out of the cold. So if you felt uninspired or anything previously, or you just felt down, or just like you didn't know what the point was, it's the Ace of Cups, and these clarifies it's where you have a feeling of a new sense of inspiration or love for something, and then it's like, right, yeah, I can do this. I can start again. I can create something. I can drag myself out of this and get into this Magician energy. So anything else? Six of Swords. I mean, that's a card of moving on. It's going on a journey as well, and being willing to go on the journey. Remember, the person has assistance here as well, so that heed wise counsel can be relevant here too, as a supporter. Because that person's helping this person to move in the direction that they want to go in, or on the journey, or to wherever it is they're going. You have the Ace of Cups again. I mean, they're going towards something that they'll love, that will be fulfilling, that feels honorable or honors them. Right, and then we have the Moon and the High Priestess. And for me, it kind of feels like whatever this is that you want to go towards, it's like there's such a strong feeling of love or desire or whatever it is for it, that you're willing to face the unknown. I mean, you've got the moon there, then you've got the High Priestess, who is like this keeper of secrets and secret knowledge. And it's kind of like facing the unknown. And maybe, I mean, I'll clarify the High Priestess, but it could be that willingness to kind of feel your way through something. Like you don't know exactly what's going to happen, but you're willing to do it, try it out, and just trust your gut to help you get through it, to help you pursue it. So let's see why the High Priestess is there. I mean, the Nine of Wands, it can be reluctance, it can be fear sometimes, it can be going through a battle, but it's also a person who's still standing out there. So again, if you're facing the unknown, it could be, you know that there's a chance it could be a struggle, but he's still standing, he's still willing to do it and figure out how to continue to move forward. Anything else? That is far too many. I'm going to try that again. You've got the Four of Pentacles there and the Justice, but I'm going to try that again. That doesn't quite feel... Yeah, try that again. It doesn't feel right. I was mentally asking myself yes or no, and it's like, just try it again. So, another for the High Priestess, please. Nope. I mean, what wanted to come out was the Devil, kind of. Anything else? Up, 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 I'm hearing right. Three of Pentacles, Page, yeah. I mean, the Page of Swords, it's where you don't have enough, or can be, one of the meanings is where you don't have enough information, but the Page of Swords is willing to learn, aren't they? Three of Pentacles, it's, for me, well, it's collaboration, but it's also bringing things together to make it work. So again, that High Priestess, it's being willing to follow your gut, to follow through, to to face the unknown, and just knowing that you have your intuition there and you can trust that to help you figure things out, how to make it work along the way. So let's put these on top of that past energy. So past energy is just that new love and being willing to see it through, really, isn't it? So future energy, 8 of Pentacles. So it could be that you literally put in effort in at present, or, well, let's see what comes out, because that is a card of work, isn't it? Working on something. So 8 of Pentacles, please. Ace of Wands. I mean, you would be feeling very inspired. Like whatever you're doing here, even if it is monotonous, a little bit tedious, it's like the spark is there. So it's like determination to get on with it, basically, even if it is taking a lot of energy and effort. And even if it's not the most interesting thing, it's part of the process. So anything else? And it's like you're inspired to do it, and it kind of inspires you in return, is the feeling that I'm getting. So it's like a mutual inspiration. The Fool, it's another card of, it's taking a risk, but it's again another card of inspiration, isn't it? It's like, I'm going to do this. I may not be 100% certain what's going to happen, but again, the energy of figuring it out as you go, learning. You'll know when you know. You've got the King of Swords there. He knows. Let's see what else comes out after that King of Swords. And that could be the advisor as well, in terms of the Heed Wise Counsel card. That could be the advisor. If you're not sure, if you're going for it, but you're not 100% certain about everything that you need to do or think or whatever, then could be an advisor there with that King of Swords. King of Cups can be a spiritual advisor as well, actually. Anyway, let's continue. So the Sun, I mean, the Sun being next to the King of Swords, as I said, the King of Swords could be you as you progress through this. You know more and things become clearer, or it could be the advisor that's there that makes things clearer for you. And what's the word? Inspires and kind of pep talks you as well, you know, and people kind of boost your levels of inspiration, and they tell you, they're kind of there to sort of support you in your potential, and to tell you what your potential, well, not tell you what your potential is, but to help you reach your highest potential, because the Sun for me can be about potential as well. And then you've got the Star again, which is, it's hope, isn't it, that you can see this through and that you can reach the finish line with it. So do I want to look at anything? Is it worth looking? I mean, I'll look at the King of Swords just to be nosy, but I think it's pretty straightforward, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, this is a student. The Page of Wands is a student. So that King of Swords could very well be that wise counsel person that's helping you on this new path. So I'll leave that there. And let's look at your future energy, the Sun. I mean, as I said, it can be potential, it can be happiness, it can be enlightenment, things becoming clearer. So why is the Sun there as your future energy, please? You got the Four of Wands, Queen of Cups, Eight of Pentacles again, the Empress, you got the two, no, I'm getting no. Try again. I mean, first off, this Queen, I mean, I am getting potential vibes from this, but I'm also getting about kind of seeing the fruits of your labor with it as well, because the Four of Wands, it can be a card of, I mean, it's foundations, but it's also, it's a celebratory card, isn't it? It's celebrating, I mean, if you get married to someone, this is I mean, it could be about marriage, maybe not, but if you get to the point of marrying someone, you're celebrating that your relationship has worked well enough so far that you feel like it that you can work on it forever. That's the kind of energy, isn't it? although I know most people don't stay together forever now, but it's celebrating that you've found the person that you want to continue to be with. So it's celebrating how far you've come. And for me, the Queen of Cups here feels like it feels like a kind of acknowledgement that you had this feeling of new love for something that you wanted to do or pursue. And it's sort of honoring and recognizing that, yeah, I trusted that feeling and it was for the better, like it was for my benefit. Like if you have a gut feeling, or you feel, you just have an emotional connection to something that you want to do or pursue, and then you see it through, or you continue to work on it and it grows, because the Empress is about growth as well, isn't it? You put the effort in there, it's grown, and it's like, wow, I'm so glad I trusted how I feel and my gut feeling about this. So let's get your final card. So it's like seeing I guess fruits of your labor is right, but it's like seeing the fruits of your potential doesn't make sense, but seeing the development of your potential or the growth of your potential or something to that effect. That doesn't really make sense, but I can't think of anything else. You've got the Nine of Swords there. Let's clarify that Nine of Swords, because that's stress, anxiety, worry, isn't it? I mean, is that what you've what's the word? Fought through? You've fought through some of that as well? Or let's see. Or is it where, in some people, they get to a point where they've done really well and then they get scared, and it's like, and this is not a criticism, it's like, shit, is it all going to fall apart now? Because that can happen as well, can't it? Where you start to get scared. Or sometimes when you achieve something great, and say you've got a lot of cards of shining your light in this, like if you now come into the spotlight of something, and you get into a sort of leadership type energy, and then you get scared and think, shit, all these people are expecting so much of me now, and you get scared, don't you? Well, for some people you may get scared. So let's look at that Nine of Swords. Nine of Wands, Six of Cups. It might be more what you fought through with that Nine of Wands, because it's the still standing card again. You've got the Six of Cups there, which relates to the past. The Devil, the things that held you back, but you've obviously made progress with this. So yeah, I would say that Nine of Swords is more about, this is what you've overcome to achieve all of this. So future energy wise, it looks like you get to see the results of your hard work and how your potential, the growth of your, I can't think of any, I don't even know if that makes sense, but the growth from your potential or something like that. If I use that as a title, I'm going to have to check if that makes sense as a sentence, because it feels a bit weird saying it. But let's get you some final cards of advice. So do you need any advice, Capricorn, really? I guess the main bit of advice was in terms of the wise counsel. Well, don't be afraid to shine your light. Like if you've been in hermit mode or anything like that, it looks like it's time now to put yourself out there, to connect with other people in whatever you're trying to create, whatever you're trying to do. Like no hiding in the shadows with it. And again, this wise counsel thing, if there is someone in your life or someone that you go to and you trust their guidance, or you need guidance, then yeah, that's probably important guidance for you as well to get that. I mean, you may have made progress already, but you feel like you need to make more progress, and that wise counsel thing could be important there for you in terms of kicking things up. I'm not sure too. So, any final advice for Capricorn, Sun, Moon and Rising, please? And if there are any anxieties, because as I said, sometimes it looks more like what you fought through, but that's in the future. You fought through that. So if you fought through it at the future point, then it would have probably come up in the present or the past. So if that's something you need to work through, that whole wise counsel thing could be the pep talk that helps you to get out of that energy. Ooh, and then you get surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. That's coincidental, because that was the things that held you back, isn't it, with those cards? Like the Devil came up, with the Nine of Swords, the Nine of Wands came up. So yeah, that could be the issue, that there may be a few doubts there and you just need a bit of pep talking and something to push you along with that. So it says, let go of limiting ideas about yourself that originate from the past. Then you can own your power and soar in your life. So anything that's holding you back, whatever you need to do to get past that, yeah. Let's just get one more for you. You've got surrender to trust on the bottom. It says, trust yourself and your decisions. Don't be swayed by other people's strong opinions about what to do. Take action and be confident that you have chosen the right path. And remember I believe it was that one. As much as it talked about wise counsel, listening to wise counsel, it also mentioned getting advice from the wrong people as well. So this one, surrender to trust, that could be more about where you've taken advice from the wrong people in the past and being aware of who you're getting advice from now. So yep, that one, I guess. Surrender to setting limits. It is healthy to set boundaries in relationships. Practice expressing your needs and remember that no is a complete sentence. So again, that again refers to if there were people previously who've given you bad advice, or advice that wasn't beneficial to you. Again, be very aware of that so that you know who is the person or people that are giving you wise advice and they really do have good intentions or the best intentions for you. I'll leave your message there. Yours is pretty quick actually compared to the other ones. Not that that matters because I don't time the readings ever. But yeah, hopefully it was helpful. Feel free to like, share, comment on the video. You're welcome to subscribe to the channel as well. If you'd like a personal reading, see the info in the description box. But again, thanks for watching and take care.